So, just as I finished my article detailing the my trip to Cali over at the Arc World Tour finals, where I played Double Dragon Revive and recorded off-screen footage. After finishing up, literally just as I was finishing up the article, which I will be putting up tomorrow. By the way, well, it'll probably be today. I'm probably going to be upload this video tomorrow along with it. Either way, by the time you watch this video, it'll either be going up the next day or it'll already be up for you to read. But this particular thing is interesting because, well, apparently last month at the Taipei game show, I believe this is out in Asia. This was a month ago. AVG9, shout outs to them, and shout out to Shaolin Turtle for pointing this out. I guess it came up in his recommendations. And yeah, so this is a actually more advanced build than what I played at Arxis, the Arc World Tour. Sorry, I said it wrong. The Arc World Tour. This build, so the build I played only had Billy and Jimmy. It had co-op, and it seemed pretty close to what we were already seeing in gameplay. Whereas this build, which I watched some of the video, I haven't watched all of it. I figured I might as well just do a react video or just a video comparing my experience with this to what's being shown here. I don't know if these players are really good at beat 'em ups or anything like that, but I figured I'd just talk about it. So yeah, we have a video here that has all four characters playable. This is a more advanced build, and it says a trial version. So I'm gonna guess that this is the demo that we will be getting later down the line, maybe in a couple months or so. I don't know. I if I figure it out, if I find any information, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna watch this video and just talk about my experience at Arc War Tour, and how I played and what compare it to this video. Also, the link will be in the description for it. Again, shout out to ABG. I didn't want to re-upload this video when they went out of the way to get this gameplay. So if you want to watch this without my commentary, the link will be in the description. You can go to that channel and watch it. And again, shout out to Shaolin Turtle for this. I guess I just have to keep checking these channels for the shows that are out in Asia, because they get much more advanced builds than we do out here in the West, apparently. But yeah, let's watch this video.
やっと俺の出番だぜ。
Okay, so as you can see here, all four characters are playable here. Marion and I can't ever say his name right. Ranzal? I don't know how to say his name. Apparently they're both playable. All palettes selectable and everything. And I'm going to assume, based on the story beats from like the English version. So that's the difference here. This one's not the English version. So I'm going to guess that maybe we're just behind on builds out here. But from what I heard of the English version, Marion is kidnapped again. So I'm going to assume that her and Renzel are unlockable characters. Maybe not. Maybe they're just playable from the beginning and they'll have some kind of story mode or something available. I'm not sure. But yeah, all four of them are playable in this build. I'm, I'm a little salty, to be honest. I actually wanted to try Marion and Runzel and see how different they were from the twins, because the twins play very similar. But I guess we'll just see in this video. I could just talk about, at least I have the context of like how everything works in this game for the most part, so I can at least point out things, and I could probably take a huge guess of like what Marion's moveset is going to be like based on that. So yeah, we'll just watch this gameplay.
準備できたよ。行くわよ。やっ。
It kind of seems to me like they're getting used to the controls here. I'm actually I'm hoping that this this pop-up doesn't happen all the time, like, or maybe there's some kind of way to turn this off. I did kind of find that annoying when I was playing the demo. Wasn't a huge fan of that. Okay, so I wanted to pause here for a second because there was something that happened here, that I didn't get a chance to do in the when I was playing the game, and I was wondering about that. So if you look here, so Marion does a dive kick after swinging off the sign. The instructions on the tutorial thing tells you to use your the hyper blow. It's basically your mega crash button, and that gives you the hyper knee drop, which is the big explosion thing that you see in trailers and stuff like that. And if you have read the article by now, you pretty much know what it is. But I was wondering, like, if you swing off of these things, like, what would your jump kick be like? And I don't know if this is exclusive to Marion or not, but I assumed that it might have been a dive kick. We didn't see this in any of the other footage of this game, and when I played the game, I forgot to, like, press attack to see if it did anything. So it's possible. From what I'm already seeing, it seems like a lot of the characters play pretty similar to each other. So it's possible that, like, everybody has a dive kick whenever they swing off the sign. It was something that I wanted to point out because I didn't do it when I was playing the game. I don't think they were reading the instructions. They were definitely playing this for the first time. That heel drop she does, I'm assuming, is her hyper knee. This one just showing a standing Mega Crash. Yeah, I think they just kind of skipped over the the tutorial or whatever it was saying. Okay, so her stomp is a down punch. She actually goes down and punches them. And it looks like it takes longer for her to do that than it does them to stomp. I don't think it's going to have any effect on the gameplay, though, to be honest. I'm pretty sure looking over this video a few more times, I'm going to be able to pinpoint which move is what. That flying knee, to me, seems like it's her her special attack. So you have two buttons. You have your normal attacks and then you get special attacks. Usually the special attack is supposed to knock them into the background. So I could be wrong about this. Maybe she has another move that knocks people into the background. I'm also just a little confused on what the dashing elbow is. She just seems like she plays quite different from the Lee brothers. Also, okay, so I did notice a little bit something else here. This is definitely a later build than what I played, because there's like that knife under their icons that was not there when I was playing. In fact, I think the heads-up display looks a bit different in general. Also, the percentage thing, I don't know if that was there or not when I was playing. I'm going to have to go look over my videos again. But it looks like Marion has less health than Jimmy. So I guess the character difference is going to be in health and stuff as well, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so she did the dive kick normally. So I think it's safe to assume that her jump kick is the dive kick, or maybe her jumping special is a dive kick. Billy and Jimmy's jumping special is a grab. I gotta rewind here for a second. Sorry. I want to make sure I didn't miss something here. Okay. No, I thought I saw her stomp instead of doing a downward punch. So yeah, that's confirmed. Her stomp is a downward punch. Okay, so I'm starting to think that the flying knee is just simply her mega crash, her standing mega crash, because Billy and Jimmy's mega crash are the tornado kicks, and maybe that means her and Renzel have their own unique mega crash. That's not just a defensive move. Also, the juggle seems a little bit better looking from what I can see here. From when I played, the controls were a little bit loose. It was kind of hard to keep a juggle going because I would punch in a different direction by accident because of the movement. Just a small note. So Abobo always runs away here, but if you look in both plays I did with Billy and Jimmy, it I don't know if there's like a timing thing on it, like if there's a timer before he runs off. But with Jimmy, I had nearly depleted his entire, like all of his life before he ran off. And I don't know if it's just because I was on him the entire time with Jimmy compared to Billy, but yeah, it's just kind of weird to see him in purple health bar running off here. Okay, so this part confirms to me everybody has the same exact combo with the knife, and I'm gonna assume the same combo with the bat and the baton as well. Little disappointing, but eh. I was actually wondering if they were going to realize that they need to stomp him before he resurrects again. This game makes it very easy to just kill enemies. Okay, so I was slightly wrong in the article. I did say that in co-op mode there isn't a zoom in. That was the build that I was playing. There was no zoom in, but I also noticed in some of the other gameplay builds, sometimes the zoom in just simply does not happen. And I don't know what causes this. I don't know if it's because of like the positioning of where the camera is that prevents it from happening or whatnot, but it also happens in one player. But here specifically, what I'm seeing is that there is a zoom in when it starts, but there's not a zoom in during the, like, there's not dynamic camera angles during the move. So it's still not interrupting the action too much. Yeah, so those bat swings are the same as Billy and Jimmy's. Yeah, so everybody pretty much had the same weapon swing. Man, I really, I really want to see Renzel now. I want to see gameplay of him. Now I have to search around and see if anybody played him. All right, here at the boss fight. Nice little camera zoom out there. Earlier in the gameplay, the camera didn't zoom out. Yeah, I guess the camera just kind of does what it wants to do. Oh, okay. So I should point this out. You probably already seen it in my gameplay footage. These enemies were not here. They were like very basic enemies. At the same time, though, Roper is a little bit more aggressive than he was in the build that I played. So I'm assuming that the build that I played was set to like easy or something like that. Because the enemies were just kind of wandering around, whereas like I'm seeing here the enemies are they're not super aggressive, but they're more aggressive than they were in the build that I played. Yeah, this fight looks a lot harder than it was when I played. Oh my god, there are so many more tougher enemies here. There was no owls in in the build that I played. Maybe it's a 2-player. No, I knew even when I played co-op, there was no these guys were not there. Okay, hold the phone. There's something new I did not see before. I don't know what that was that Jimmy did here. I think it went back a little bit too far. Okay, so he did. That's a charge attack. That's his charge attack. Yeah, I rewind a little bit too far. Sorry, guys. That right there. Okay, I don't know. That looked like a parry. That looked like an attempted parry, because that's not... His block animation doesn't look like that, at least from what I played. Are there parries in this game? It looked like he just attempted to parry. Okay, so there's a revive system in co-op mode. Actually, so the person I played with, neither of us really died, so I wasn't able to actually see if there was one. Yeah, like I played co-op one time, and I wasn't even able to record that footage. But yeah, I guess there's a revive system, and yeah, Jimmy just died just as he revived Marion. That's very interesting. Yeah, and that's the end of the demo. So yeah, I guess wow. So what are my takeaways from this? How do I set this to loop? Let's see. Okay. So yeah, that's the video actually. Like from alright, so what I was told at the Arc World Tour finals was that the game's going to be 4 players. I was told this, and again, take it with a grain of salt. The guy that told me this was the guy behind the Iconic Arcade cabinets and stuff. He wasn't with ArcSys, but I assume that's what they told him when he told me that. But here we see that it's clearly just 2-player. It was the same at the other build that I played. It was only 2 players. There wasn't anything for 3 to 4 players. But the positioning of the life bars, to me, kind of signal that there's going to be more than 2 players. And I could see this game being 4 players. So my takeaway from this video was that between this video and between what I played, Marion, like all the characters have the same general moveset so far. Billy, Jimmy, and Marion so far have a pretty much very similar moveset with some differences, right? Her, I mean, again, I'm assuming that her Mega Crash is the flying knee, and then of course with the flying knee, you can follow up with her hyper knee attack, which is the dropping heel. The that speed that really fast elbow move that I keep seeing her do. I don't I I don't know if that could be her back attack. Actually, I'm thinking because it's the only thing I can think of because I don't see an indication that it's her strong attack. The strong attacks are basically like holding down attack and releasing, but it's like an indicator. It's like a flash and an indicator before you do it. Jimmy does it in this video, and you know, I didn't see that when she does that. Maybe I can go through this a little bit more and see. Yeah, I can't put together what that move is. Bear in mind that the Mega Crash moves don't take health or meter from their meter. The meter just builds up for the super move. So I find that to be particularly interesting. But it's definitely not a special move because if it were, she would be flashing. She would have armor on it. Okay, so, okay, looking at it closer, the player that was using Marian turned away and then did the attack. Let's see if she does it again. No, I'm just wrong, actually. Actually, okay, so you know what? Maybe it's the input for the back attack and she just doesn't have a back attack. I just don't know. Let's look at the moveset here. Also, I like the different powers that she has here. I'm gonna take some screenshots of that. Okay. So, I got to look at this in English. In fact, I'm probably just gonna pull up my video or my article because I have the picture of it in the article. Okay, so this is listed as, and I'm just going to go from left to right and then down to each column. In the attack column or box, the attack box, you got normal attack, which is square, strong attack, which is hold square and release, combo attack, which is basically just your combo, and then you have back attack, which is back and attack. And then after that is special attack, which is triangle. Low attack, which is L1 plus triangle. Back attack, again, the alternate input for it is L1, hold back and square. And then there's a anti-air attack, which is L1 and square. And then, of course, R2 is the grab. This grabs enemies. You can pick up items with this. The bats, stuff like that. Your special move, the hyper blow, which is circle here, and then below that is the air hyper blow, which is the circle. It's the hyper knee, basically, the knee drop. Your finishing blow next to that, which is the super move, and then under that is just the movement and jump, and then next to that is guard and dodge. I want to assume that that speedy elbow thing that she's doing, that has to be like either the back attack or maybe she doesn't have, no, she has an anti-air. I seen that. I seen her do the anti-air, so it's definitely not a replacement for the anti-air. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe she doesn't have a back attack and it replaces that, or she doesn't have a low attack and it replaces that. I can't really think of anywhere else this would fit, unless it's her strong attack. But like I said, there was no indicator that the player held down the attack button. So I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure on that at all. I'm thinking it's a replacement for the low attack. Yeah, okay, so it's definitely not the replacement for the strong attack. We just saw it right there. The flame kick that she did, that's a strong attack. The chime that you saw, the little effect that happens there. She does a little flying knee, which is a special move. Right there, that. I think she's gonna do it again. Yeah. So that's a strong attack. We're able to indicate that. I just cannot think of what that is. Okay. So that has to be her dodge. that thing she just did right there, where she flew in the air. That has to be her dodge. Let's see if she does it right here again. Yeah, that's got to be her dodge. Actually, you know what? No. You know what that is? No, that's got to be her back dodge. I think that's her back dodge. We just saw her forward dodge too right after it. Yeah, that right there, forward dodge. Well, that guy interrupted her pummel, but so her pummel is she does knees instead of the things that Jimmy and Billy does. Let's move forward a little bit. Actually, you know what? So I'm just gonna stop the video there. I don't want to make this too long. I'm probably gonna talk about this over stream. We'll probably just analyze this video further on stream, and I'm just gonna work on an article. I'm gonna have to work on a separate article about this, just talking about what I think Marion's moveset is like, and hopefully maybe I can find some gameplay runs out. Someone has had to have gone to the show and also recorded footage. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that. Again, link in the description if you want to watch the video without my yapping and pausing the video and whatnot. But I just wanted to put this out here because, yeah, but I'm like nearly finished with my article, and then this pops up, and like now I have to. There's stuff I have to rewrite now because something's been contextualized in this gameplay that I didn't know about. Stuff that I had some complaints that looked to have been already addressed in this later build. But yeah, anyway, the article should be up the 26th. Okay, I'm just gonna say the 26th because maybe I'll upload this tonight. Maybe I'll just upload this tomorrow and the article will already be up. Either way, it's going to be up on the 26th. At whatever time this video is up, thank you for watching. Read the article if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll be back with more beat 'em up stuff. Anyway, thank you guys.
Beat 'em up to this. Beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up to this. Beat 'em up to this. Beat 'em up to this.
You ready to start fighting? Fighting for real?